Hey guys, Katie here. How's it going? Today I have my friend John Hale here with me.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
A filmmaker, and he has a podcast called POWCAST, which I have talked about before. And today he's going to give us some recommendations for good horror books to read, and also talk about a little project that he's been working on. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your Kickstarter?
Yeah, currently right now I have a Kickstarter running. It's for a creature short film called CONDUIT. It is a 80s homage creature film. If I had to give a quick elevator pitch, it is Gremlins meets The Gate. Which is like super 80s, like, you know, goodness right there. The plot of the movie is a dog comes in between us. This vicious hellhound that we have here. Oh my goodness. See, you know what's funny is that, like, she didn't want to come and see me earlier.
No, she's a brat.
Funny, I know. The movie The Conduit is about a young man named Andrew. Every time Andrew falls asleep, his mind inadvertently opens up a portal to another realm where demons and monsters exist. Ooh. And in order to combat this, he decides to stay awake, with terrible repercussions on his mind and body. As he's, you know, staying awake in order to stop these monsters and everything coming through, we literally see him breaking down. It's going to be a classic 80s feel type of horror movie, because those are the movies that I grew up with.
Anyway,
ever since I was a little kid, my dad would have me on a good diet of, like, atomic monster movies. You know, like Godzilla, the Giant Ant movie, The Deadly Mantis, Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. But the movie that really struck me when I was a kid was a movie called Jaws. And
a little movie.
A little movie. You know, the first modern blockbuster.
Yeah,
that was the first time I watched a monster movie, and I was like, I want to make movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started making movies with, like, little action figures doing stop motion animation and stuff. There's actually a movie that I made where I had my Godzilla action figures fighting the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
That's so cute.
And I brought to life, like, my parents had, like, this giant, like, a 3/4 VHS camera, and I would, like, hit start and stop. And now they do, like, stop motion, like, animation. Yeah, and it was really cool.
Little nerd.
Yeah, huge nerd. Yeah, I decided to do a Kickstarter. That Kickstarter is running right now. We are currently at about 40% funded, and it ends October the 15th. So if you love 80s creature movies, and you love monster movies, and you love independent film, make sure to go check out our Kickstarter campaign. You can go to the URL, which is tinyurl.com/conduitkickstarter.
Nice.
Or you can go to Kickstarter and search for it, and you'll be able to easily find it. We're in the horror section. We've been #1 most popular horror Kickstarter a couple of times. Because you get cool stuff if you pledge the campaign.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, we can get original artwork done by Daryl Banks. Daryl Banks is the co-creator of Kyle Rayner and Green Lantern. He's a famous DC Comics book artist. You can get Blu-rays. You can get quarter scale creature busts of one of the monsters that's going to be in the film. This is just like the first step in a long line of creative stuff that I've planned. So
he's got good ideas.
Yeah,
I've heard them.
Yeah, but every step, every journey begins with one step, and that first step is the conduit. You're a champ. Look at this asshole.
I'm going to leave all the links below to the Conduit. Please pledge if you're interested. It's going to be really cool. And don't forget to check out the trailer. Do you want to tell us about the books that you brought today?
Yes, I do want to tell you about the books I brought today. Since it's October, and October is all about creatures and monsters, I decided to bring some really cool horror monster book recommendations for all you guys out there on YouTube. Or BookTube. Ooh.
Got the lingo.
Got it. I said that Jaws is one of my favorite films of all time. It was the film that inspired me to become a filmmaker. So, of course, I have to recommend Peter Benchley's Jaws for all your viewing audience out there. What's really cool about this book is that, like, you know, it's not one of those where, like, oh, I've seen the movie, so I don't need to read the book. The book is completely different than the movie.
Is it better?
Yes, I would say to a certain extent, because although you watch, like, you know, the, like, shark eating people and stuff on the screen and everything, it's more visceral when you read it on the actual page.
Yeah.
The Christie attack at the very beginning is a lot more graphic in the book.
It's disgusting, actually.
Yeah, it's just really rough. And the characters are a lot different in the book than they are in the movie. There's a subplot in there about the mayor owing money because he had gangster connections.
Fun fact, we actually read this like a buddy read last year.
Yes, we did.
Yeah,
and
I didn't finish it.
Yes, but I finished it. And it's weird because this book was written in like the 70s.
Yeah.
And so like, it was because I read it, I'm like, man, there's no black people in Martha's Vineyard, apparently. What's weird too is like, there's like two parts in here where like, someone on the city council in this book like represents the blacks.
Oh no! Oh, I remember that.
But like like this person is like a certified business person, and this guy represents the blacks of Amity Island. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. This book was written in the 70s, and then there's a section in the book where it cuts to a dad and a son who are black, and he's tucking his son in. And then he says that, Dad, I heard that shark don't eat black people. Or something along those lines. Okay. And I'm reading it and I'm just like, what is this? What is this?
Is this the one where they were talking about like black guys raping women in bushes or something? Is that that?
Yeah, I think so. There was an incident in which there was a sexual assault where someone
it was so weird.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Like
for
the
this
whole
to be
way
in a
it was
book.
set up. Yeah, it was like irrelevant, basically.
Yeah,
like, okay.
Like it was like we're hunting a shark. Did you know about the black guy who almost raped a woman in the bushes? I'm like,
did you know about that?
I'm like, word, Peter Benchley. But still, I mean, like once you get past that, it's really a good book actually. If you can, make sure to go check out Peter Benchley's Jaws. If you love aquatic horror or big creature movies, definitely check this out.
Do people specifically like aquatic horror?
There are, that's like a weird genre of subsect. I mean, if you think about aquatic horror, you got like, I guess, H.P. Lovecraft with Dagon.
That's true. That's true.
All the murky kind of stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. So my second book that I want to recommend is a book from a author named Brian Keene. I got the book when it was called Conqueror Worms. But you can now find it released through Deadite Press, and it's retitled Earthworm Gods. And this is the author's preferred edition.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. And it's got some really cool like artwork and stuff here. So we can't do yeah, like a little snap focus right there.
Yeah.
Get you rolling the focus. Go ahead. And what's cool about this book is like, we're both located in West Virginia. And this book happens to take place in West Virginia during a wicked deluge storm. There we go.
This is my worst nightmare.
No. Oh my God, someone is fucking with my camera right now.
No, I'm so shitty at focusing.
Earthworm Gods by Brian Keene. The book actually takes place in West Virginia in some parts.
It's really cool.
The whole premise of the book is that one day it starts raining and it doesn't stop. And it rains for like a couple months straight, which leads to massive flooding in the major coastal cities. And it's almost like it's the end of the world scenario. And the main protagonists in this book are two old men in their 70s. And, they're pretty much like, holding out at the end of the world when it's all this rain and stuff. They're wondering if it's ever going to stop. Well, because of the rain is drawing up all these monsters and stuff that's been hiding within the earth for like millions of years.
That's creepy.
And some of them are these giant worms that come up. So what's cool about this too is that this is the first book in a series of books. Brian Keene made a sequel to this book called Deluge, Earthworm Gods 2. And
Earthworm Gods.
Yeah, I know, right? It's an epic title.
Yeah.
And he made a book full of short stories that take place in this universe. I think it's called Conqueror Worms, or in Tales from the End of the World, something like that. It's a really, really great read. And if you love monsters, there's tons of monsters in this book. And even in his short novella book, definitely check that out because there are even more monsters in it. And what's cool thing about Brian Keene's books and all of his books is that they're all a part of the same universe. So everything takes place within the same, there's some characters who run into each other who are from different book series.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, who run in. And then there's some who are in different planes and like dimensions who happen to Yeah, interconnect and run in. So those right there are my two suggestions for October. If you love creature books, check out Earthworm Gods and Peter Benchley's Jaws. Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say before we go?
The only thing I want to say before I leave is that Katie is awesome. I'm very glad that she invited me on her channel. She has really great book recommendations and really cool content. So I want to say thank you for letting me come on your channel to pitch my Kickstarter, which is at tinyurl.com/conduit Kickstarter. We have less than a week to go. So
get on it.
Yeah, so if you can, please back every single dollar counts. It really means a lot to me. This has been a dream of mine I've had since 2007. And if I could actually see this be brought to life, it would be great.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Sure, man.
John Hale. It's been super fun.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
And maybe we'll see you again with more book recommendations.
Maybe we will. Maybe I might come back and have some more monster books, which I totally do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you should come back.
I will.
Like I said before, I'll leave all the links below. So check out POWCAST, check out the Conduit. And all of the cool stuff that John Hale does. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
That would be cooler if I were faster.
Yeah. Yeah, because I dipped out and you were like, oh.
Awesome.
It stars all right. All right. 3, 2, 1.
You got this.
Bill Cosby.
I don't know, like.
All right, one more time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at this puppy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this little doggy.